try it.
All right, roll a d20. 13. You think about it. Hold your hand out, and as you close your fingers, the knife builds itself out again, and you grab it.
He's beginning to believe. Tyrant's just screaming at this point.
Yeah. And Envy says, I wouldn't get too excited. The lesson is not yet over. And she takes a step back, and as she steps back, she actually steps up, because stairs are starting to form behind her and grow out of the ground. Less digitally, and just sort of like the earth is like forming these steps. And all around you on this island, you see arches, sways forming and building, and steps that are sort of unrolling as if down a carpet, but it's the stairs themselves that are unrolling and forming, you know, and they're going all sorts of directions. They connect, and as they connect, it's almost like they are repelled by each other and split off in different angles, and, you know, weird trajectories, and they begin to kaleidoscope as they all begin to collide and interlock. The steps Envy is on are moving up like an escalator, and it meets and connects with that platform at the top with a door behind it. And as you're all looking around, you are being pulled away from each other, actually, by these platforms and stairs that are rising. And as you are separated and sort of drawn into this labyrinth maze, I will upload a tutorial for you all.
Bro! Come back!
In a minute. I want to see other stuff.
Fuck
and
you,
I imagine this.
All right, there's another background in the chat if you guys want it.
Ooh. Oh, jeez.
There should be. There we go.
I was gonna say, labyrinth time. Oh.
Let me grab it. Ah!
And here we are, in the maze. Envy turns around, opens the door that she was in front of, and walks through it and closes it. And, like, imagine this as like a cavern, like a round cylindrical tunnel that just goes, like a subway tunnel almost. And way at the end, you see Envy open a door and close it, and she stands there waiting. And she says, let's go. You must now try and figure out a way through this maze.
Okay. Consider we destroy the maze completely.
Okay, but that might destroy us too.
She makes to make an omelet.
Grace, you see a pop-up in the right corner of your vision of a paperclip, and it says, "Might I recommend nuclear devices?"
Hey, it's encouraging my thoughts.
What's encouraging your thoughts?
Thing right there.
Oh,
You all see
pop-up.
this animated paperclip that has arrived and appeared.
Oh dear.
uh-oh.
You know what? Why not? I click open it. Is that you, Clippy?
Hello, I'm Clippy, your helpful bitcode attendant.
Oh,
I am here to help you with all your bitcode and bitcode related needs.
All right.
Does anyone know what this thing does?
Yeah, he helps out and stuff.
It helps us out with our needs. You just heard it. It did a full introduction. Helps us out with our needs. Wears a suit, looks real cool. Is a paperclip. I don't know how paperclips can talk, but I guess anything can happen online.
Yeah, you could.
When you say that, Grace, when you say anything can happen online, you guys feel the entire maze do a 90-degree somersault, and now gravity is that way.
Oh.
I hit the wall hard.
Yeah, you all either fly up or down or roll down stairs. and
I'm rolling down the stairs.
yeah, gravity just suddenly changed.
Might I suggest stopping yourselves?
And you see Envy at the other side just sort of
Try to make a pillow appear.
like she's standing sideways like this and just like looking at her watch like
All right, guys. We gotta go.
All
Look,
right.
I know we could try to figure out the maze, but I would suggest we destroy the maze.
I don't agree with Grace here.
I mean, like, what if the maze isn't really there?
I mean, it is though. It's just a code though. So all we really got to do is find where it is.
It's fine to
We are
and
the,
destroy the code.
Hey,
we
Clippy,
go-
In a
is
way
there a
that
map?
wouldn't destroy the whole thing.
Repeat that?
Is there a map?
There can be if you want there to be.
Let's make a map.
I try to make a map.
That's the square way
You're
of
gonna need
doing
to roll a
it.
d20 for that one, buddy.
Osprey, roll a d20.
Good idea.
I got a 3.
Okay.
Maybe not.
The map appears in your hands, but it just looks like an Escher drawing. It's like a drawing of what you're in. It doesn't actually give like a line that directs you where to go through it.
Right.
It has a big X where Envy is standing and a star where you are, and that's it.
What if?
Beautiful.
Oh, it doesn't come apart.
What if? This is
Okay, wait.
Reggie, what you got?
Reggie, you first.
Well, so I was gonna say, like, what if this is like one of those like Mobius strips, right? And you know, like you take a ribbon and fold it over and you attach it.
It's fucking.
Trace.
It's infinite.
You're right, but like the point is like it doesn't matter where you start. If you just follow a path, you'll end up doing the whole thing, right? Like you'll cover every surface. So like, what if maybe we just need to like go in a direction and commit to it?
What if we just draw the solution?
That could work. As I just looked at this crazed map.
It's extremely possible we just need to code a way over there instead of trying to find our way through a maze.
What?
That could be impossible.
Osprey, you
chucking
notice
a
that
pen
the
at
map
Osprey.
is double-sided. Like, there's map on the front, and when you flip it over, there's map on the back.
I'm chucking a pen at Osprey.
Did you create the pen?
No.
No. the pen goes with the notebook that I
Okay.
constantly have.
Gotcha.
I'm just throwing the pen. Catch!
Does it look like there's a different mark on the back than there is on the front?
No, it's just more of the same. Speaking of, the labyrinth turns again.
No.
Gravity shifts you all. Whoa!
Can I respond by ignoring gravity and making it so that my boots are subjective?
Please roll a d20 with advantage.
Thank you, advantage. I rolled a 1 into a 16.
Okay, 16. Yep. Very good. You imagine that your boots are just rooted to the ground, and so while the rest of your friends sort of are like, you know, thrown against the wall, you manage to, and you just stay looking at the map, but now you're sideways while everyone else is like, you know, having to get up, and Envy is upside down on the other way end of the labyrinth. She says, "You're getting there, Osprey."
Thanks. I think I have an
Osprey.
idea. Yeah.
How did you do?
How'd I do what?
How are you not following?
I just decided that we are in the net. Gravity and like physics don't have to work here, so I'm ignoring it. Boots are on the ground. That's all that matters.
Can I, seeing his example, can I try climbing up stairs that I should not be able to climb?
Certainly. Yeah, roll a d20. See if your code writing / willpower is
Oh my
good
god,
enough.
no.
If you get another one, I'll die.
No. First roll landed cocked on a crack in the table. A whole 7. I'm 6 better than I was before.
That's a 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not very good at
You're trying. You're putting your foot on like steps that are now upside down. You're trying to like walk up steps upside down, but your foot is not getting traction when you like put it down. You can try again in like a couple minutes if you want. Anybody else want to experiment?
Can I add rockets to my cowboy boots?
So you would like to create an item? Yes.
Yes.
Roll a d20.
15?
15. They materialize on your boots, and you can rocket boot yourself into the air.
All right.
I'll do you one better. I'm gonna attempt to fly again.
Okay. Roll a d20. 2. You just jump in the air and fall flat on your face.
I take a moment to laugh at him.
Okay. Noted.
Asshole.
Yeah.
I recommend not falling on your face.
Thank you, Clippy. Very aggressive.
Can I go with a friend that memory either from dream or reality has been? Can I conjure a flying unicorn that I can ride?
Yeah, you can try.
I'm taking it from my life. You don't know me. I got a 14.
A 14. Yeah, you know what? Zach. A plush version of Unicorn Assassin has been conjured by Grace.
What the fuck is that?
There it is.
It doesn't look quite like Unicorn Assassin. He has like button eyes and stitches on his tummy. He's a little more like fluffed out, but he is fluttering there in the air.
Is he big enough to take me across?
Well, you definitely couldn't ride him. He's like large,
Fine.
like he's like
Not my
fair. He's like County Fair teddy bear sized, basically.
Carry me across.
Yeah, he hugs you and asks for a piggyback.
I think that's
I give him a hug.
Okay. As you hug, it shifts again.
Shit.
Yeah. Osprey and
Am I safe?
Anna Rose, you're fine because Anna Rose, it rotates around you as it moves. Osprey, you're now upside down. Envy has again turned another 90 degrees on her platform.
Tyron
Grace,
eats shit again.
as you're hugging Unicorn Assassin, his little like plush wings are flapping, and it's not enough to take you anywhere, but you're like stationary holding on, like just sort of bobbing up and down like a drone.
Ooh, I don't. This will fuck me up. Can I make myself tiny?
Oh, okay.
I want to
yeah,
shrink myself.
Roll with advantage.
With advantage? Okay. Wait, that's out. One sec. Okay, that's a 16. I'll roll again. The 12. 16.
16. You shrink. And now the unicorn is having much less trouble. You can climb on its back, and you're riding on this little stuffed animal version of your friend.
Wow.
Tyrant, I'll let you react to this gravity change if you'd like to try something new and different. And same with you, Reggie.
I am physically doing this.
Are you tying yourself to a knife?
So I'm tying a rope to a knife,
Okay.
tying it around myself.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna chuck
You have a
it.
lot to live for, Tyron.
and
Oh, you're
try
gonna
and
throw the
send
knife?
myself-
And like pull yourself along with it?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a d20.
Because at this point,
Think
Terrence
about what
only
you're gonna
thing,
try to affect this gravity.
Terrence only thing that he trusts right now is his knife because it worked.
Yeah?
13.
13. Okay, I'll say you managed to like tie this around. It obviously takes a minute, so you do like slam down again as the
Yeah, I
gravity
know. I take the
shifts
hit.
to the side. But once it's tied, you stand up again and you chuck the knife, and it does pull you. How many feet of rope do you have?
6 foot.
All right, you get pulled 6 feet, and it then drops, and you fall down.
Shit. Shit.
So concept, maybe yes. Execution, Reggie, how are you responding to the third gravity shift?
Right. So I want to embrace it, I'm a locust. Locusts have awesome jumping legs. I want to just get all the momentum from the rotation and just like hit the ground and bounce off like the beautiful grasshopper that I am.
Okay, I like that. Go ahead and roll. I'll give you advantage on that.
Yes.
15 and a 6.
18.
Yeah.
All right. You kneel down as it's like shifting. You don't notice this, but everyone else sees his legs just become these grasshopper leapers. And when the gravity shifts, you jump down, you land, and you springboard, and you make it like halfway through the maze, and then land on a platform now with these like digitigrade grasshopper legs that you've made for yourself. They're like mechanized, so it's like you think maybe your legs are inside them, but.
Whoa.
Osprey and Rose, now that things have settled again, are you gonna try something else to like make it to the end of the maze?
Yeah.
Grace, I'm
Joanna.
assuming you're just flying on the unicorn through the maze?
Absolutely, we're zooming through this maze.
Yeah, okay. You managed to like fly through and sort of plop down next to Envy. You're still small, but she nods at you. She says, "Well done, Grace. You have applied the last lesson to this one. We will see if you have learned the concept of this test when we move on to the third."
Thank you.
But yeah, Osprey and Rose, where are you guys at?
Yeah. Anna.
All right. I'm gonna use my rocket boots to fly towards Envy.
Okay. Yeah, you're flying. You're doing okay. You do have to dodge as some of the like stairways and arches towards the end of the maze are like constantly shifting. So like it's sort of stationary towards the back, and the further into the maze you get, it's actively moving.
Alright.
But you just sort of Iron Man your way up and around and through, and come to a stop and down onto the ground. She nods. She says, "Well done. You have circumvented the physical space of the labyrinth."
All right.
I'm gonna look over at Clippy. Clippy, could
Whoa!
I pump it down about 20%? Could I take?
Roll a d20.
Jeez. I got a 19.
All right. What are you trying to do?
Okay. Well,
He tried to pump Clippy down by 20%. Clippy pumps down by 20%.
Okay. I just got it. Yeah. Clippy is on mute now in front of you.
I don't want to mute him. But I just want.
Okay.
I want
He's
to.
just
Yeah.
Very quiet. Very
Hello.
quiet.
I am much
That's
quieter
awesome.
than before.
Better. So could I take the section of the maze that's here with my own code and just clip it onto that one up there? Seeing how you're such a good clipper.
You would like to utilize my clip ability to clip the portion of code that you are currently on onto another portion of code?
Yay.
Why not?
All
Go
right.
ahead.
Osprey, I will let you know you have inspiration. So you can use it on this roll. You don't have to. You can use it on another roll later on.
Okay. I will not use it. I rolled a 14.
Okay.
I'm just trying to take my code and the ground I am standing on, like the section of maze, and then just put it onto the one next to Envy.
Okay, yeah. 14, you say.
Mhm.
You don't quite get that far, but you see the platform you're on just kind of lifts up, and then it builds itself out, and you get to the platform that Reggie is on.
Awesome.
And you can, and it's sort of like accordions, so the part that you're on just then lifts and joins itself to the code that Reggie was on.
Nice.
And Clippy is with you.
Hello.
I give Clippy a thumbs up.
Have you tried rocket jumping?
What?
So who do we have still? I guess at this point, gravity shifts. The maze rotates again. Let's see who's fine.
On my back, Austin.
Actually,
On my back.
everything is righted now back to its original state.
Yeah.
Tyrant, though, you're on the side wall. So, what is your reaction to this?
So, seeing what Osprey did,
Mhm.
Tyrant's gonna do something that, oh boy, he'll be interesting. He's going to try and just stop and like calm himself to a meditative state, and he's going to try and just teleport himself to Envy.
Okay.
Just move his entire being there.
Just exist there instead of
Yep.
where he is. All right, roll a
Just
20.
move.
I'll give you advantage because it's a very. What'd you get?
18 and then 18.
18. Okay. Yeah. You sort of imagine it, and you take a step forward, and when you open your eyes as you're stepping onto the platform that Envy is on.
That worked.
I'm tiny.
Yeah. And Grace is tiny there next to you on a unicorn plushie.
I'm offering my hand down
and
to Grace.
Envy looks at you, Tyrant, and she says, this one gave you a little more trouble, but I'm glad to see you cracked it in the end.
I couldn't just make another bridge because it would just, either slice me in half by the time it rotated. And all my other ideas was to just go through the maze, and I figured that would be dumb.
She nods. She says, the maze is indeed a distraction. As we said before, space is conceptual here.
Yeah, apparently I just took one step and now I'm here. As he's saying that, he's leaning down and like offering up a flat hand over to Grace and the unicorn.
Oh, to like leap onto?
Yeah, he's just
Okay.
offering it, just like.
Yep. Who else do we need? Reggie, Anna Rose. Well, Anna Rose, you made it. Reggie, you're up if you want to try and make it the rest of the way through the maze.
Oscar, you want to hop on my back? See if I can grasshopper us to the home stretch.
I hop on Reggie's back, point forward, and go onward.
All right.
Roll.
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
Oh, Oscar, you're really heavy. 5.
I didn't hear the roll. What was it?
5.
5. Ooh. Okay. You leap. I will let Osprey react to this, but the direction you like kick off into, one of the stairways is like rotating in, and you're about to like bug splat windshield onto it. But Osprey, I'll give you a reaction if you want to try and save you and your buddy.
Yep. Oh boy. I'm gonna try to reorient Reggie. So like instead of him flying at the thing, it's almost as though he's falling. So just try to like use the fact that I've already figured out how to like root myself. I'm gonna try to just spin him and then give him a second chance to jump off from that one. So springboard him instead.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and roll the d20. We'll see how successful that attempt is.
17.
17. Yeah. You alter the space around you such that you don't move, but the whole maze turns, and now instead of like flying at it, you are dropping down onto it. And Reggie, you can roll again to try and make one more leap towards the finish line.
I love it. I love it. Here we go. Freedom.
I'm offering out a hand to Reggie.
Yeah.
Just like
11.
11. Tyrant, as you put your hand out, can you roll me a d20, please?
absolutely. 15.
15. You reach your hand, and it almost looks like your hand stretches to like reach out to them. And as soon as you and Reggie like do like the, clasp hands thing, it all snaps back, and you have landed on the platform now. Safely. And Envy is there, and she says, "A bit unorthodox, but you are also employing a valuable tool that all web runners should be aware of and utilize as often as they can."
Is it teamwork?
It is.
Yeah.
They make
I thought it was love.
Also
That
love.
was the
Also
secret
love.
ingredient.
At least a little.
Just a touch.
Just a pinch of love. Just that little like. Oh, my arm is flipping out, but. Salt Bay.
Salt
Bay,
Bay.
some love.
Aaron just kind of like gives a quick little nod to Reggie. Just
Hey,
Yeah.
Thank you, Tyrant. Thank you,
No
Osprey.
problem.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yep. Nice. All right. So Envy turns to you all, and she says, "Well done." And as she's like talking, the maze starts to like. Have you ever seen those games where it's like a bunch of pieces of wood held together by ribbons, and you can like make it like flip down itself just because of how it's like made?
Yeah.
The maze
The
starts.
ladder game.
Yes, thank you. It ladder games and starts to collapse in on itself. Eventually, all just sort of, folding and moving and coming down, and now you're just on this one square platform with a door, and the emptiness is around you again. And she says, "Follow me," and opens the door. And when you step out, you are in this like very idyllic sort of waterfall, sort of pond basin with like little stones and things. There are birds tweeting and the sun is shining. It's just like a paradise of serenity here. And even though Envy just opened the door and stepped through, she's now suddenly sitting on one of the rocks in the reflecting pool, just in meditation pose. And you all step through, no problem. There's no like trick to the door or anything.
Aaron just walks up to the other side of the pool and just sits down in the meditative pose and just starts to meditate as well. Just like, I feel like this is what we're supposed to do.
I throw an elbow over to Anna and I go, I bet you this is the one where there's like going to be like 12 envies and it's going to give like a really cool sensei speech. Watch, just watch. as I walk in.
I don't do much except for flex on the birds because I'm riding a fucking unicorn assassin and they're not.
Yep. You're flying around on the unicorn, like chasing the birds. Okay, awesome.
Still too tiny to do anything else.
Yep. Everybody else, what are you up to?
I'm meditating with Envy, dude.
No, I mean like
It's off seat.
you're gonna take a seat, Reggie?
Sure.
Okay, Anna.
Off.
I'm just vibing.
I like it. As you're sitting there, Envy is quiet. She's not saying anything. She seems to be very in like a focused state. And I would like everyone to roll me a d20. And hold your numbers. I'll ask for them in a minute.
As maybe internet could say.
All right. 25, or well, we don't have modifiers, so 20 to 15. Anybody? Okay.
What's that?
15 to 10.
Through 10, hypothetically?
What do you got, Reggie?
14.
14? Anna?
13.
13? Grace?
What the hell is that?
10. I'm right on the boundary.
Just right at 10. Okay. Grace, you are flying on the unicorn, right? And you're like a shrunk Grace, right? But as you're flying and chasing the birds and having a good time, you are suddenly young Tiny Grace. And you are like age 5, maybe 4, and riding this unicorn chasing birds. Anna, you are also younger, not quite as young. You're maybe like 7 or 8. And Reggie, you are like 13 years old now. So 10 to 5. No?
Nope.
5 to 1. What do you got?
Got it. 3.
1 and a 3. Okay. Osprey, you're sitting there. You're at the pool, and suddenly you're just like, you're on the ground. You got like an itch, so you scratch it with your back paw, but it's nice out. There are birds chirping, your tail's wagging. You're just like, oh, I'm thirsty. So you lap up some water. You're a dog.
Hell yeah.
Aaron, you are sitting there meditating, and you just feel the sun on you. And you're like, it's so nice having the sun on me. It's how I make my food. And there's water right here. I'm just gonna reach my roots right down. And you are a potted plant.
Nice.
Jealous.
Plants don't think anything. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy taught us this.
I meditated myself into a plant. I think I win.
Yeah, you won meditation, dude.
And that is what has happened so far.